Do I know about the Alien franchise? I'm familiar. Which is why, guys, I was launched for Aliens Colonial Marines. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the franchise means to me, show you the collector's edition, and address some of the rather harsh reviews this game has been getting. Let's do this, Marines! I'm 6 years old, my parents are divorced, and on this certain night I'm staying with my mother. My mom invited over her friend Donna, and I always had a crush on Donna when I was a little dude. Donna ended up graduating from nursing school, getting married and having kids, but the coolest thing Donna ever did was on this particular night, she brought over the movie Aliens. Now, I wasn't old enough to watch Aliens, but I was old enough, however, to sneak halfway down the stairs and view it from the stairwell, well, most of it, until I got too scared and had to run back upstairs. But I remember grilling my mom with questions in the morning, like, who was that little girl with the blonde hair? Why was she there? Why was she alone? Why did they save her? Who's they? And it was basically one of those things where my mom was like, just, you can watch it when you get older. And I did. And I watched Alien, and I watched Alien 3, and I love so much about them. So imagine my surprise when the internet gets popular, and I jump online and I read these articles and these lists of the greatest science fiction films of all time, greatest horror movies, greatest action movies of all time, and on all of these lists is the movie Aliens. I thought, well, that's cool, because I know I always liked it, but to hear filmmakers, critics, and fans call it this masterpiece really kind of blew my mind. And I started noticing how influential it was, where some properties were just basically stealing or borrowing directly from Aliens, even great games like Dead Space, Metroid, and Halo. So fast forward a few more years, now I'm in college, and my first day of film class in college, the professor gave us all each a syllabus, and me and my buddy and I, went home and we're looking at it, and I noticed that one of the days it says Aliens. I thought, and he did too, certainly she's not going to spend an entire day talking about the movie Aliens. Probably alien invasions in movies, how they're depicted in film, whatever. So 2 days later we went to class and there was a brown-haired kid across the room that raised his hand and he said, yeah, I noticed here that it says Aliens on one of these days. You mean like the movie Aliens? And she said, yes. Yes, I'm going to spend an entire day talking about the film James Cameron's Aliens. And I remember thinking, is this the best class ever? She went on to say, at the end of the semester, I hope a lot of you will leave here understanding that James Cameron's Aliens is in fact the greatest film ever made. Best class ever. Guys, let's talk a little bit about the game now, Aliens Colonial Marines. This game hasn't been getting great reviews, and there's a lot of people talking about that. Guys, to us Alien fans, this is no news. This is nothing new. We've been receiving schlock for years now. A lot of us have been complaining about the franchise since '97, some since '92, a small few since '90. That's going very deep, though. But let's get the bad stuff out of the way about this game. First, the graphics aren't that great. In some cases, they're fine. In some cases, they're downright poor. The AI sucks in some instances, and other instances, just okay. There's not a whole lot to do as far as multiplayer is concerned. The sound is okay in some cases. The story's okay in some cases. It has high points and low points. But if you want to know about all that bad stuff, all the stuff that sucks about the game, and there is a lot about the game that's just, you can go anywhere else, read any article, listen to anyone else. Let's try to focus on let's try to find something good about this game, some redeeming qualities. Okay, first off, it's set in the Alien universe, so that's already cool to a lot of people. But the thing that stood out to me the most when I started the game was, and maybe because my expectations were low, was the rank up system. Your rank, when you get XP and you rank up, your rank carries over from multiplayer to campaign and vice versa. And every time you level up, you receive a skill point. With that skill point, you buy weapons, weapon attachments, gun camo, armor camo, face paint, tattoos, all that sort. And there's actually quite a bit to unlock. You can also unlock those things via challenges. But there is a lot there. It's kind of shocking. What's really cool is is when you're going through the locales from the movies. These environments that are done very well, mind you, as far as fan service, because it's almost like walking from one Easter egg to another, walking from one piece of fan service to another. That's very cool. The sound is good, especially the two most important things: the iconic pulse rifle M41A pulse rifle and the Xenomorph sound spot on. And actually, a lot of the voice work was done by the actors who were in the movie Aliens. So that's very cool. But that brings me all to the co-op. because it has drop-in, drop-out co-op. Last night I was playing online with a very good friend of mine, Rich, who's also a fan of Aliens. And as we were playing with it, because IGN and some other sites gave it a 4.5 out of 10, we would see something really glitchy, something bad, and we'd be like, yeah, 4.5. Yeah, and we almost became like a joke. I'm like, yeah, that's 4.5. But kind of subtly and kind of quietly, we started noticing throughout the game, we started having a very good time. And here's why. What it all boils down to is we're playing in a universe we're both fond of. We're playing together, and we're blasting away soldiers and aliens and getting XP as we're doing so, and ranking up and unlocking new weapons and weapon attachments, all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? This has flaws, no doubt. But we're having a really good time here. It's actually quite fun. There's a lot... There's a lot here, guys, to be happy about if you are an Aliens fan. And in fact, the story is canonical, which means it's canon. And they actually take a few risks considering that it counts. But would I tell you to go out and buy the game? Even though we had a very good time last night, and we'll continue to have a good time, and it's actually, I'm having fun with it. I see the flaw, and it probably deserves a lot of the criticism it's getting, but I am having a good time. Would I tell you to go out and get it? No. You know, you probably shouldn't go out and get it unless you're a fan of the Alien franchise or you just want to play some 4-player co-op with your buddies. And even then, I would say you could probably wait till it drops in price. What I would recommend, however, is that you go out and pick up Alien and the movie Aliens, guys, because it will provide you with far more entertainment and will last a lot longer as well. 2 of the finest movies ever made. But guys, thanks for watching. There'll be a video after I wrap this up showing you what exactly was in my collector's edition. I appreciate you watching, guys. Some of those thumbs up the video. I'll get it if you liked it, guys. And I'll be around here to talk to you guys in the comments section below. As always, I appreciate you watching. I'm Maverick 10. I'll see you soon. Stay frosty. I'm out of breath.